it's Fiona and welcome back to my channel, Christine Eva channel. So, funny thing, I haven't actually started any of the 5 books I put on my December TBR using my prompt jar, or the one that won my Instagram poll. But yeah, I've woken up this morning and decided I want to do a scavenger hunt today, so that's what I'm going to do. As last time, I'm going to start with the last book I read, which was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. I finished this last night, and I'm going to pull 8 prompts out of my jar. The first 7 are going to move me through books I've already read, and then for the final one I'll move to my TBR cart or TBR shelf and pick the last book off there and then read it together. So let's begin. So like I said, the last book I read was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And the first prompt is: count the number of letters in the title, count to that spot on your bookshelf from where you picked this one up. Okay, this one wasn't on my bookshelf, but it would be here. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, just about. It would be here, so I'll count this way. How many letters are in the title? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 31, 32, 33. So we've got Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. The second prompt is: count the letters in the title, count here on your shelf from where you picked this book up. So I obviously had that one in twice by accident, but we'll go with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, what a wonderful book. Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood. A book that I did not think I was going to enjoy and then absolutely loved. Prompt number 3. A book from the same series, if applicable. Not applicable, so I'm going to put that one back in. Oh, dropped some. Flip to a random page, point to a random word, find a book with this word in the title. This one has proven very difficult in the past. At. Not the most interesting word, but that might help us. But it also might not. Got one. The Phone Box at the Edge of the World by Laura Ime Messina. Translated, I believe, by Lucy Rand. A book I gave the same rating. I gave this a 3.75 rating, which is my most common rating, so this is easy. I'm pretty sure I gave Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus 3.75. Read the first line, find a book with one of those words in the title. Back in 1961, when women wore shirtwaist dresses and joined garden clubs and drove legions of children around in seatbeltless cars without giving it a second thought, back before anyone knew there'd even be a 60s movement. Is this the first line or the first sentence? The first line is, back in 1961, when women wore shirtwaist dresses and joined. So I do have A Woman Is No Man, but that's woman, not women. Oh, here's women. Three Women by Lisa Taddeo. A very different book, but a very important book. Flip to a random page and find any word. Are you kidding me? How many times have I got all these in? I'm going to skip that one because we've already had it. If it's non-fiction, choose a fiction. If it's fiction, choose a non-fiction. I'm pretty sure this is non-fiction. yeah. This is non-fiction. So I need to pick any fiction book, and I'm going to pick True Crime Story by Joseph Knox. Such an underrated thriller. This book is so clever, it's amazing. Find something on the cover and choose another book with that thing in the title. So there's a woman and some like flats, apartments. There's chairs. But I think I'm going to go for A Woman Is No Man by Itaf Room. Another great book. This was a 4-star read for me. So then what I need to do now is pick one more, and then that's going to determine what I read in this vlog. It says any of the same elements on the cover. Okay, so we have like block colours, pink, red, orange, yellow, a floral pattern and a skyline. So any of the same elements on the cover. This is my TBR card. Let's take a look. I feel like I can be kind of crafty with this. For example, this one to me kind of has similar vibes with the block colours starting with pink at the top. So that's an option. Black Book has kind of like a skyline but just the one building. Updates on this. I read half of it on Saturday the day I started it. I read loads, and then yesterday, Sunday, I really didn't read as much as I would have hoped. I was hoping to finish it today, but I've still got 100 pages left, so I don't think I'm going to finish it today, but hopefully I can finish it tomorrow. I'm enjoying it. When I first started reading it, I was a bit like, what is this plot? Like, it was a bit ridiculous. But they kind of had to have, on the back it says, they're half siblings who don't have any relationship really. When a catastrophic event forces them to reconnect with each other, and with their father, things start to get complicated fast. So basically, this catastrophic event just happened so that the rest of the book could happen. That's kind of how it feels to me, which is fine. Once I kind of saw that for what it was, I got into it, like I was open-minded about that. Yeah, I don't really feel like this book's been particularly well edited. Like, there's a few errors, nothing major, but like someone's eyes just slipped over. I can't remember, but something like she looked surprisingly pleased as she smiled, looking surprisingly pleased. It was something like that, and it was like, you've obviously written that sentence 2 ways in your mind and then accidentally put them both together, and nobody's come along and noticed that, which I don't love. And then I think like one other little error, which that's the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, I am enjoying it. I don't think I'm enjoying it as much as I enjoyed Queenie, but I did read that quite a few years ago. All of the characters are really annoying though. Nikisha, I think, is awful. Lizzie's not much better. Dimple, I relate to quite a lot in some ways. but she can be frustrating at times too. None of you will ever have to do what I do, Nikisha began, but as the eldest, I have a lot of responsibilities. I have to know things. Ugh. Finished People Person. I think it's going to be like a 3.5 star. I kind of liked the idea of it, but all the things that I said previously remain true. The thing that happened at the start was purely a plot point, as in that it was just there so that the rest of the story could happen. So it didn't feel like it needed to be part of the story, but it didn't. It just, I don't know how to explain it. And all of the characters were just horrible. They weren't nice people, they weren't kind to each other. And it was just like, just be nice. And then what I said before about that there seems to be a few editing errors. How can the siblings be 13 and 9, so 4 years apart? But then when they're older, they're 30 and 24, 6 years apart. This doesn't make sense. And that's just annoying. Okay, like Yaz's 25th birthday, so then they're only 5 years apart, but still when they met, like a few weeks after they met, he invited them to his 25th birthday party. But that's still 5 years, not 4. Things like that annoy me. Like, make it add up, at least make it legitimate. I don't know. Kind of bothered me. Dimple was definitely my favourite character, although she was flawed, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because every human is. But then I think Danny was probably my favourite person out of all the siblings. Nikisha I thought was horrible. Lizzie was not very nice. Prince was not actively unkind like his sisters, but okay, he's the youngest sibling, but he's not a child. He's 24 or 25 or however old they decide he is. That is old enough to take responsibility for yourself and your actions. And they're all just acting as if he's a huge baby and like he doesn't do anything and he can't do anything. Like, grow up. But I didn't hate it. There were elements of it that I liked. The epilogue, I liked the main point of the epilogue. You know, sometimes when you read a book and it's like romance epilogues, for example, it's like, oh, however many years later or months later, they're married with a baby. Like, just kind of felt like it was for the sake of showing they're happily ever after. And there was an element of that to the epilogue, which I kind of was like, was that necessary? But the main part of the epilogue I did like. I think I enjoyed this more than the last time I did the scavenger hunt, where the hunt itself was more difficult with the prompts I got and I felt more awkward doing it. Yeah, and then the book I didn't enjoy as much. That was a non-fiction book called Black Box Lincoln and that took me ages to read. I'm going to sign out here. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye!